Hey guys, welcome back to Almost Every Monday. I'm Katie.
And I'm Madison.
And we're here to catch you up on what you missed this week.
Yeah.
This week, in Catch Up, we have new microphones. You can't see them in our hands, which honestly I'm loving. I'm loving hands-free.
Yeah.
After all the trouble we went through last week, I had a mental breakdown to Jackson about the microphones, about my computer, everything I own, technology-wise, except for my beloved iPad. And Jackson said, why don't you just use the mics for the cameras? And I said, what mics for the cameras? So that's what we're rocking with today. So yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
We can get right into our vibe check. You want to go first? Or?
Sure.
Okay, vibe check it up.
Reading. I don't know that we talked about this last time. We're doing a book club.
We talked about it, but God only knows if it made it in the audio.
Right. Okay, so we're doing a book club here in town with a bunch of women. And so I've been reading one of the books for that, which is the first book in the Narnia series, Magician's Nephew. And I still haven't finished it.
I have one chapter left.
I've been audiobooking it,
Me too.
obviously. So I don't know how many chapters I have left, but
it's pretty short.
Yeah, but it feels like I've listened to it for a long time. And I don't listen to it on one speed either. I
have to listen to it on one speed.
It's like 1.2, I think.
A second grade
but
listening level.
Let's see if I can.
I've been listening to it when I'm in the car.
I still have an hour and a half left.
I've been forcing myself to listen to it every time I get in the car.
Oh, I'm in chapter 10.
If you
15.
listened for the next couple days, just one chapter on your way to work and one chapter on your way home, because the chapter's only 15 minutes, you could finish it easily.
Yeah. I'm not that interested.
Yeah.
It's pretty boring.
Yeah.
But then other people are like, this book changed my life. It was
this
so
book did not,
life-giving.
Who said that? That this specific one in the Narnia series changed their life?
Or maybe not changed their life, but they really hyped it up.
This specific one though, or the Narnia series in general?
This one.
That's so weird. Because this one, I like it. It feels like an afterthought because it was. This book was written, I'd have to look up the chronological, we're going in timeline order for the Narnia books, but chronologically, yes, it's similar to Star Wars.
Yeah.
C.S. Lewis wrote The Magician's Nephew later. I think third, maybe. I can fact check that. But so it's it literally is an afterthought. So I personally don't think this one changed my life. A Horse and His Boy personally did change my life. But also I still got bored in some parts of it. So it's fair.
Yeah. So we'll see how it ends. I just got to the part where they Aslan created Narnia.
It picks up
it was cool to hear that.
It picks up 10% after that.
But up until this point, which has been 9.5 chapters,
a little dull.
It was just, and then I grabbed the green ring, and then I grabbed the yellow ring, and then we went here. This is what it looked like, and then I grabbed the gold ring, and I grabbed the green ring. It's
up until Diggory gets to the woods between the worlds is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And then when he gets to the woods between the world to when when Aslan creates Narnia, it's a little boring.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm reading.
Okay, no. See, I was right. It literally was such an afterthought. It was written 6 out of 7. So, whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I'm reading / listening to. We've watched a lot of stuff at work while folding.
Yeah, you have.
Today was Gossip Girl. Yesterday, I don't remember what yesterday was. Oh, we watched 13 Going on 30 with the boys. What?
Yeah, I always get that reaction.
What?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't really have anything. No, I told you it's exactly like Dirty Dancing. Yeah. My mom didn't culture me.
Okay, well you should definitely watch it.
Okay. I'm not gonna watch it with Jackson, so you have to watch it with him.
No, but we watched it with the boys.
Jackson would like it. Well, Jackson has to watch The Substance with me, so.
Oh, I want to watch
Oh, would you want to watch it after this?
that. Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Jackson does not want to watch The Substance with us.
Okay, that's fine.
He said, well, he doesn't want to... He doesn't want to watch this. No. He's already watched it. Okay, I brought this up to Jackson because Jackson's super into movies. I said, I really want to see The Substance. I've been like hyping myself up.
It's like
for context, I hate
some parts.
I hate movies with graphic sex scenes. They freak me out. I really don't like it. But this one, it doesn't really have sex in it. It's just like gore and like whatever. And so I've really been thinking about it for like a week. I'm like, I think I could watch this one because I always wanted to get into the Oscar movies, but they're all either too boring for me or have too much sex in them. Yeah. Or they're like too much about war, and I don't do that. Yeah. And so I texted you and said I want to watch The Substance, and then I approached Jackson and I said I want to watch The Substance, and Jackson said, well, I already watched it. I said, what? Excuse me? Which Jackson watches movies without me all the time because of this. Like, I don't watch intense movies or movies about war, and he will. Like, he watched that movie with, is her name Emma Stone? Why can't I think of her name?
I mean, that's an actress.
Yeah, the one where she was like, I don't want to say a robot, but like, what am I thinking of? She won an Oscar for it.
Genuinely no idea.
Lovely. No, Madison, you know what I'm talking about. It has Mark Ruffalo in it. Maybe she's not a robot, but she like is like a kid in an adult body. Okay, whatever.
Okay, like time frame, like
how old? Like last year was when I lived in Canada.
Oh, Poor Things.
Poor Things. Yes, he watched that without me. Like he thought it was a really great movie, but like I'm never gonna watch that stuff.
Yes.
Anyway, so I was like, oh, I want to watch it, and he was like, what? He was taken aback. He's like, you want to watch it? I already watched it, and he was like, it's like pretty intense. I was like, yeah, but think about it. There's no sex in it. He's like, yeah, but they like zoom in on like naked bodies. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but it's women's bodies. I don't care about that. And then I was like, will you watch it with me? He was like, and I was like, you're my husband. Like, you don't even want to, and he was like, I mean, like, maybe. And I said, okay, well, I texted Madison. He's like, oh, I'm not watching it with Madison. He said, I don't even know if you should watch it with me. He's like, I'm not. He was like, that's where I'm drawing the line. He was like, I will not watch it with Madison. I was like, that's fine because I'd rather watch it with somebody who hasn't seen it before. Yeah. So Jackson's out and you're in.
Yeah, and then you guys can watch 13 Going on 30.
Yes, perfect.
I think it's not like gonna be his favorite movie.
We cried during Safe Haven, so
that's wild. No, I think you would enjoy it.
Okay.
It was fun to watch it with the boys because it was fun to see their reaction to it. Like
Ben feels like he'd have a funny reaction to it.
There's like like all the big plot points, like I would just turn and look at them because I like knew they were coming because I watched it so many times and I'd be like, boys, pay attention, look, like big plot point. And like there's a scene where she's like getting dressed and it's when she's her 30-year-old version. But like actually she's the 13-year-old. It'll make sense when you watch it.
Right.
And
I know she has one iconic dress.
Yes. But she's like in her closet for the first time as a 30-year-old and she's like her wall of shoes and bags and dresses and whatever, and then she like it like cuts to her like picking out a pair of underwear and she like holds up this like lace thong and it was so the boys were like I was like, oh my gosh, it was just funny
because like women wear underwear.
Yeah, but it was just like so funny because it's like she's a 13-year-old but she's like in her 30-year-old closet and then the boys watching it was hilarious. So I think Jackson would enjoy it.
Yeah.
So you guys should watch that. Listening. I'm trying to think of any podcasts I've listened to recently. I've been listening to Allison Koosh.
Okay, I listened to hers a couple times.
Sunday Sports Club.
The ones I listened to weren't about sports. So.
Yeah. They like touch on sports. Sometimes. Okay. But I think
I'm into a light touch on sports.
Yeah, me too. And that's pretty much the only podcast I've listened to somewhat consistently, I think. I was listening to a lot of different books this morning before I had therapy.
Oh.
And then my therapist recommended a girl's podcast, but I didn't really see any episodes that caught my eye, and there's over 300, so.
Dang. It's tough.
She got 352 episodes out, and I scrolled through. I was like, I don't know that I like any of these. Maybe they're just titled poorly, but.
Maybe.
Okay, that's listening, eating or drinking. I can't think of anything new or different.
Yeah.
Or fun.
I feel as though the winter isn't really the time where I'm, like, experimenting with food and drink. Like, this winter specifically, I got into espresso martinis, but, like, that's not normal for me to, like, pick up something like that in the winter.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of anything new or different.
Okay, what's your favorite thing that you did? Treating this interview style now.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think...
I'm on my Google Calendar, so.
I didn't really do anything crazy. We had Bachelor.
We hung out on Friday and Wednesday. We went to Singo.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
But don't steal Singo, because that's mine.
Oh, okay. Well... What happened Friday?
We hung out. Remember?
Here?
No, at the new houses.
Oh, yes, we had dinner. Yeah, I think, like, general vibes of, like, having dinner with friends has been fun. A low key, where it's like I see my people, but I don't have to, like, exert all my energy.
Or, like, put some big shindig together.
Yeah.
I'm so out on big shindigs right now.
Yeah. So, Bachelor started, so we're going to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about it.
Well,
not like a ton to talk about with the first episode, but...
Right, so I'll just explain what we're doing.
Yeah, let's touch on it now.
Yeah. So almost every season, we'll do, like, a draft. And so...
Yeah, typically we do it for The Bachelor more than The Bachelorette.
Yeah, just
or maybe...
Summer.
I just think that because I don't like The Bachelorette. I'm done watching it altogether.
Yeah, I don't think we've done The Bachelor.
I would only watch
more
it.
guys.
Yeah.
And so we'll do a draft for everybody that's there. And so this week there were 7 of us, so we each got 7 girls. And so each girl can be on 2 different teams. And then we get points throughout the season for, like, if they kiss Grant, if they get a one-on-one, if they do something crazy.
They cry.
Yeah, like all kinds of different things that typically happen in every episode. And then the person at the end with the most points wins.
Yeah.
So last night we picked 7 girls each. And 4 of mine went home.
Yeah, I was running the stats this morning.
Feeling really great about that.
Here, I'll pull it up and I'll tell you who we each have left. Because the episode was, like, fine. I mean, it was literally, like, cut and dry, like, first episode of The Bachelor.
He kissed a lot of them.
He did kiss a lot of them. It was giving Pilot Pete.
Okay. Joey kissed... I think Joey had the record.
Oh, he did. But I love Joey, so he can do no wrong. Madison has left Chloe, Dina, and Rose. That's it. Her people that went home were Radhika, Nisi, Kylie, and Kelsey. Which, side note, I'm not going to stop saying this. Well, I probably will because she went home. But I swear I know Kylie. Like, I'm not going to get over it. Like, when I saw her picture, I literally thought that, like, I was making this spreadsheet and I saw her picture on this, like, on, like, the, you know, the ABC, like, article that they put out on all of them. And I literally thought that I was on an old article because I was like, that girl, like, has already been on the show. Like, I recognize her. So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Yeah.
I'm actually in first right now. And I've literally never been on the scoreboard. So this is big for me. I still have all 7 left. I'm the only person with all 7 left, actually. Slay. I have Alex, Allie Jo, Alicia, Bailey, Ella, Parisa, and Rose. I think Rose is going to do good. That's the thing about it, though, is that, like, there are so many times when I've had so many people, but, like, they don't do anything. So, like, if your 4 really show out...
3.
Oh, sorry, 3. And also, Sloan only has 4, so, like, you're not that far behind her. I believe in you. Anyway, you are in last, though. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, it's fun. It's way more entertaining when we do the draft. in my humble personal opinion.
Yeah, and so we'll get points every week that we show up.
Yes, we get participation points. Mm-hmm. We should get points for like bringing a shared snack or something. Yeah, so.
I also picked up crochet.
Yes.
Was it this week? I think so.
And since we recorded, yes.
Yeah. So I've been crocheting scrunchies.
Obviously.
That's the only thing I've learned. So I've done 2.5.
Bandana's next.
Maybe.
We can figure it out tonight.
Yeah, I need a lot of help. But yeah, I think crocheting and knitting right now for me, I can't find projects that I want to do.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you had things you wanted to knit.
Not really.
Not a sweater? Okay, sorry.
It's like a big commitment.
You literally bought the knitting needles to do it.
Well, I bought the knitting needles to do a scrunchie.
What about a beanie?
I could try.
You can do a beanie. Like, that. You need that for a beanie,
I feel like I need thicker yarn.
Okay, well. We'll have to get that.
See, and that's where the dilemma starts in. So I'm like, well, if I want to do this project, then I have to go buy a bunch more stuff.
Not a bunch more.
I mean...
A beanie doesn't take that much.
A bunch more dollars worth.
Well, then you need to get with the bandana.
Yeah.
Or make a coaster.
Yeah. I just can't find a tutorial that I like.
Okay, well, you need to go on YouTube.
See, this is...
Okay.
So far I've made 2.5 scrunchies.
So there's no project of the week for you. I added projects of the week to the vibe check.
My project of the week is scrunchies.
Yeah, she did make 2 scrunchies. One is in her hair.
And I started another one last night.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to MC.
Okay, I won't tell her.
But it's a secret.
Vibe check for me. I've also been reading Magician's Nephew. The general vibe of what I'm reading is 3 books at once.
Oh.
So I was reading Apprentice to the Villain. I feel like I've talked about that probably 12 times in this podcast because I've been reading it since October. And I promise it's not boring. I've been in a reading slump since October. So this happens to be the book. It's like a rebound book. And I'm treating it horribly. Like when you have a rebound. Anyway, whatever. But I do really like it, and I really like this author, and I really like this series. Like, I love the characters so much. Whatever. So, but I was on a really good roll. Like, I was reading, like, multiple chapters a day. It's a pretty long book. And, come January 1st, I was probably, 30% of the way through the book. Now I'm, 90%. However, I haven't had the book for, a week because I went to Charlotte for MLK Day weekend, and I left my whole LL Bean bag with, all my toiletries, all my makeup, all my chargers, my glasses, my stuffed animal, my Kindle, my Bible. Everything was in Charlotte. So then Emily had to mail it back to me, and it didn't get here till Saturday. So I, didn't have the book, so I haven't been reading that. So then I started the other book for book club, Is She Really Going Out With Him? And I'm, into it. Me and Tati and somebody else, we were all talking last night, and we were all talking about how, we didn't realize that they weren't in America until the 3rd chapter. They're in London or somewhere in England.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what they said. I would have to go back in the book and find it, but they said something about either the tube or something in England. And I was like, oh, you guys aren't in America. It was funny, but it seems like a cute book. I've never read anything like it before. It's about, it's no spoilers. I'm literally on chapter 7. Which we have book club on Thursday. So that's the one I need to speed read through. Have you read it?
No.
So you're just not going to?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's fair. It's about this mom who got divorced and she's a journalist, and it's kind of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. She has to write a column about dating guys that her kids pick out for her. So it's a little bit how to, they literally mention How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but it's kind of completely different situation, but I love How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, so maybe that's why I like it. It's cute, so I'm interested to see where it goes. Well, I feel as though I know where it's going based off what the back cover says, and I feel like I maybe wouldn't have known that if the back cover didn't say that. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. That's what I've been reading. I've been listening to nothing except for The Magician's Nephew. I'm usually not an audiobook girl, but I was being honest with myself, and I was like, I'm already reading 1 book, so the thought of reading 2 other books by the end of January, like, isn't attainable. So I just sucked it up, and I was like, you know what, I have to drive farther for work now, so I just started listening to the audiobook, and it's been fine. I like the narrator. He seems pretty cute.
I don't think we talked about.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Madison and I are no longer coworkers. I was going to bring this up for eating and drinking. I was going to bring that up.
Right.
I'll get there. Madison and I are no longer coworkers.
Yeah.
I don't work at camp anymore. Madison still works at camp. Jackson still works at camp. So I still feel in the community, if you will, because my husband works there and all my best friends work there, but I do not work there anymore. I'm doing a couple different things now. I work at a wedding venue. I work at, and I like coordinate for them, bartend for them, and I run their social media, which has been fun. And then I'm also working at a coffee shop. Mm-hmm. So that's been really good. It is a little farther from my house. Like probably like 15 minutes farther, but that's okay. I desperately need an oil change. Whatever. So what I was going to say for eating and drinking is I've been drinking a lot of lattes. Mm-hmm. I already have an espresso at home where I drink a latte, but I get a free drink every shift. So now I've been drinking another latte. And my favorite one I've had so far is a s'mores latte. It has toasted marshmallow and mocha in it, and I think it's like topped with chocolate sauce too. Mm-hmm. It's really good. I don't like actual marshmallows. Like, I like mini marshmallows. Yeah. But I don't... The thought of biting into a large marshmallow kind of makes me want to die. And I kind of like real s'mores, but... Like, when the marshmallow's, like, melted. But I also kind of feel like every time I bite into a real s'more, my, like, my teeth break on, like, the piece of chocolate. So, whatever. But I do really like marshmallow and, like, s'more flavored things. So that's what I've been eating and drinking. I mean, again, I haven't eaten anything, like, spectacular recently. And my favorite thing that I did was we went to Singo for our friend's birthday, which was honestly so fun. Like, I had so much fun. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did. And my project of the week, much like my book, I have about 6 projects open at once. Let's touch on the ones that I'm going to finish tomorrow. Well, that are, like, finished. Yeah. But I need to, like, wash them. Yeah. I made a baby blanket, also for MC. Which is giving away. She knew I was making them a baby blanket, but giving away other gift. It's cute. It's checkered, green and brown, and I did a brown border. And then I finished a headscarf for myself. Love. It's not as warm as you would think. I wore it on a walk, even though I haven't washed it yet. And I'm thinking about getting Tim to, like, sew, like... like a line. Yeah, like, maybe, like, a quilted liner. That could be nice. Like, you wouldn't see it. But I would feel it. Because I went on a walk and my ears are just a little cold. So that was tough. And then... this has been finished for so long. But it's, like, the first thing I crocheted. Over the summer, I crocheted this, like, open back sweater vest. And I was, like, so excited about it. And then... I did it, and it's literally as stiff as a board. I literally put it on. I'm pretty sure my mom has a picture of me somewhere. It's so funny, and I'm like this. Because I literally can't move in it. It's like up to, like... So, I'm not really sure what the washing machine's going to do. Literally, if it doesn't do anything, I'm going to frame it. Because I'm like, I worked so hard on it. It took me so long. That's what
I think Sally Dar does.
She frames them?
She has, like, cute little hangers hanging her sweater on, like, the wall.
I'm gonna look her up and look. Yeah. Or I also could just give it to somebody who's, like, significantly smaller than me. However, if it, like, is a little looser, but it's still not, like, the right size on me. However, they cannot have a longer torso than me. In fact, and I have a pretty short torso. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Okay, but mine doesn't really look like that. But that would be cute for, like, a craft room or an office or in here. But almost every Monday. Wow. Okay. Maybe that you can be inspired to crochet that. But yeah, so maybe Shanna. She's smaller than me and has also a short torso. Okay, whatever. So that's my project of the week. Right now I'm trying to do a scarf for myself and it's, like, pretty simple, but I'm trying to finish it before it's not cold anymore. But those are the things I'm going to wash tomorrow. Okay, our topics for today are...
Rachael Kirkconnell, Matt James.
Low blow for me.
Relationship. The Oscar noms, our bingo cards, and...
New segment, Dumois Corner. I'm literally so excited. First off, oh my gosh, I have so much to say about Dumois. And, well, kind of. And this actually couldn't come at a better time for me, starting Dumois Corner. So.
Okay. Well.
Anyway.
Shall we start with Rachel and Matt?
Yes, we shall.
Okay.
We'll have more info on this next week because we're recording this Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And she's doing she already did Call Her Daddy, and that will air tonight at 9 p.m. So
okay. To give background information, Matt James was Tyler Cameron's best friend who was a contestant on Hannah Brown's season of Bachelorette in 2019. In 2020, they all quarantined together. Matt got a following, and Matt became Bachelor in 2020.
Yeah, like fall of 2020.
Yeah. Contestant on his season is Rachel.
I want to say something about Rachel that I always say every time it's brought up. I went to elementary school with her best friend. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's my claim to fame.
So Rachel was a contestant.
A fan favorite.
She's from Georgia.
A peach.
He's from North Carolina.
Yeah, right? He's from Raleigh.
Okay. And they have been together
since
on and off. Well, apparently.
Yeah. So at the end of his Bachelor season, I have beef with this, but he picked her, but he was like, "I'm not ready to get engaged." Okay, weird. You went on an engagement show, whatever. And then this stuff came out. I'm not even gonna give my opinion on it, but this stuff came out about how she, when she was in college, went to sorority formal at a plantation home, and so they broke up, which some people think was a publicity stunt, them breaking up, or him like appeasing someone. I don't know who. And then he basically shamed her on national television with Chris Harrison. This is the reason. This whole situation is like the reason that Chris Harrison is no longer the host, because he went on Rachel Lindsay's show and it was like a whole mess. And so Matt like publicly not shamed, but reprimanded her on national television. And then they got back together like 2 weeks later. And they have been together ever since then, to the public knowledge at least. Yeah. Also, we've both met Matt James.
No, I haven't.
What do you mean you haven't met him? I hugged him.
Yeah, I didn't meet him.
He's dapped Jackson up. But like, you met him at Tableau?
No.
Okay, whatever. He came to camp this summer. And I did hug him. And
I followed the rules and steered clear of him.
Okay, well, I had to speak to him.
Right, because that was your job. But that was not my job.
Oh, okay, fine.
Now, if he would have come on over to the ropes course and put a harness on, then I would have met him.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't. Yeah. He played basketball all day. Anyway, that's not the point, but he was around. He's dapped Jackson up.
Yeah. And so they've been long-term relationship, multi-year, if you will. And
they have a house together in Florida.
They have like established this whole life together. They're both influencers. Like, I feel like they're constantly like traveling, eating, whatever. And last week, I don't know what day.
At 6 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, it was so random. He posted this like weird. It was a photo of them, and
it was the moment they met, because it was like their bachelorette.
The introduction on Bachelorette.
And no comments. Comments turned off. He hasn't posted since. It says, "Father God, give Rachel and I strength to mend our broken hearts. Give us a peace about this decision to end our relationship that transcends worldly understanding. Shower our friends and family with kindness and love to comfort us, and remind us that our joy comes from you, Lord." Broken heart emoji. Also, 13 hours before this, so like that was at 6 a.m. Eastern time. At 5 p.m. Eastern time, he posted a video of them eating pizza in London. And if you like follow Matt or Rachel closely, which I don't follow Matt on Instagram, but I do follow Rachel. Maybe I follow Matt, but I don't look at his stuff as much as I do Rachel's. She always posts her dumps like a week late. So like, I'm pretty sure that London video is from like weeks ago, and it's probably like for a brand or for a business or something like that. But like, still. Like,
Yeah.
he had just posted that at like 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And so this whole thing sent the internet into a tizzy.
Mm-hmm.
A tizzy.
Frenzy.
A frenzy. And everyone was like basically theorizing that this was going to be some weird lead up to them announcing that they were engaged.
Yeah.
And then that whole thing was shot down by Rachel's sister, this one influencer and this one TikToker, I don't know her name. She was like posting a bunch of updates for it. Very helpful. And Tish, Rachel's sister, commented, Tish? Trinity? Wait, why do I not know her name?
I don't know her name.
Okay, I'll look it up. Wow, someone just texted me 4 text messages about Rachael Kirkconnell, so that's funny, and they have no idea that we're recording this right now. Wow, I just don't know this girl's name. Anyway, I'll find out her name later. Trinity. Okay, I don't know why I called her Tish. She replied to this TikToker, she commented on it, and basically confirmed that when Matt posted that, they had only been broken up for 3 hours. And a lot of us, I don't think that this was confirmed or denied, but a lot of people were saying that, like, the day before he posted it, like, they were in Japan together and they were, like, on a plane home or something, or he was on a plane home when he posted that, which is why it was, like, weirdly at, like, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Because, like, they live on the East Coast when they're home. So, yeah, this whole thing has just been, like, they haven't commented on it. And then Dumois posted, again, this is my whole issue with Dumois, is that, like, people can just send stuff in and they'll just post it. And I'm like, that's false. And honestly, good for Rachel, because if Dumois, it's never gonna happen. If Dumois ever posted anything about me that some rando just sent in with no picture proof, I would literally be up in their comments. I would report it. I'd be like, wasn't there, you guys are idiots. Someone was like, I just saw Matt and Rachel together in Kips Bay. This was like 2 days ago they posted this. And Rachel literally commented on it and was like, must have been somebody else because it wasn't me. And that's the only thing that she has, like, publicly said so far. And then it was announced she was going on Call Her Daddy, which honestly, I don't really know why I didn't see that coming. Like, when I saw that, I was, like, taken aback. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, wait, this is, like, what they do.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not as invested, and I don't keep up with Dumois at all.
I don't follow Dumois or look at it. I only see it when other people put, like, so, like, I didn't see the Dumois thing about them being spotted together until page 6. I reported that Rachel had commented on it. I
don't follow any accounts like that. It just stresses me out because I don't care that much about, like, influencer stuff, and that's a lot of what happens.
Posts about, like, celebrities.
I mean, yeah, but I get my celebrity stuff other places.
Oh, she has other resources.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't feel like I'm that invested in their relationship. Like, I didn't watch that season of The Bachelor. I didn't follow either of them. Like, I mean, the most invested I've been in their lives is when Matt came to camp.
Right.
And it was hilarious. Like, seeing everybody react to that. And yeah, I'm not shocked hearing, like, people talk about it, like, filling other people in on, like, their vibes or whatever. Because it's like, she wanted to get married, he didn't.
Yeah, that's, like, everyone's
so it's like,
and my big theory. I think one of two things either happened is, one, she wanted to be engaged, which, like, fair enough. They've been dating for 4 years. They're, like, in their, like, late 20s.
Yeah.
She wanted to get engaged, and I think that she probably, like, gave him a timeline, and then I think he didn't hit that. And, like, honestly, I think that some people think that that's shallow or, like, whatever, and I don't think that at all. Like, if you want to get engaged and you want to take that next step and your partner doesn't, then, like, they're wasting your time. I also think that something could have happened, not, like, cheating, but just, like, some fight or something could have happened, and they could have abruptly ended their relationship.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say about this, and just adding to my Dumois fuel. But this isn't even really about Dumois. This is more about the person who recorded it. Rachel was in an airport. Did you see this video? I saw it on TikTok, not Dumois. But Dumois was the originator. I saw Rachel was in an airport. She was like walking to security because at the end of it, you could see her getting like the TSA pre-check line. And she was on an escalator, and some guy literally took out his phone and started recording her, and was like, so like she was really wearing like an unwell sweatshirt, so like she must have just like come from the interview, like going home, and which honestly kind of shocked nobody that we know has ever like seen her in the Atlanta airport, because I know that's where she's flying in and out of, but whatever. So she's like on the escalator, so she's really trapped, like she can't go anywhere, and she like has one headphone in, so clearly he like was like, hey, like whatever, and he was just asking her, like, he was like, so like you and like Matt like broke up, and she was like, honestly, I'm just gonna play it because it was actually so it was like actually so crazy, like. And at the end of it, he like asked her like, so have you like gotten back on the horse yet? They broke up 4 days ago, and they were in a 4-year relationship. Okay, she just like looks so visibly uncomfortable.
You know, everyone's talking about it. You're just doing you. So how difficult is that for you to kind of go through that?
It's nothing that you can prepare for. So yeah, you just take it one day at a time.
What happened with you and Matt? Can I ask? I mean, it's gonna jump right into it.
Is
there anything that you can tell us?
I think things will start to come out, and I'll speak about it whenever I'm ready. But
all right.
Now I'm just.
Was it infidelity? Can you give us?
No.
No, it wasn't infidelity.
No, not at all.
Okay. Is there any chance of you guys getting back together though?
Also, after he asked the question, is there any... He's just cutting her off. And, like, he's not a journalist. Like, this is a random man. Every time she's, like, giving him an answer to a question, which I wouldn't. Like, I literally would put in my headphone and ignore this guy. So she's being way nicer than I would. At this point, when he's saying, is there any chance of you guys getting back together? She actively has put her other headphone back in. And she's, like, walking towards the TSA pre-check. Okay?
No.
Definitely not?
Yeah, we're out. We're done.
You're done. Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
He's now... She has said thank you and walking away. He's now following her into TSA pre-check.
Have you gotten back on the horse yet? You started dating again yet, or taking? Everyone's talking.
And she just ignored him after that. I'm like, that man's the biggest loser lame I want to be. Like, I need to call his wife if he has one. Like, that is, if Jackson ever, oh my god, if Jackson ever saw a celebrity, especially a female celebrity, and asked her those questions, I would be like, I would be mortified. Oh my gosh. I would never let that video see the light of day. It's just crazy. So, I feel bad for her. I'm so excited to watch Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Are you going to listen, or are you going to let me give you the synopsis? Okay. Slay.
I like Alex Cooper.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I'm not... I really don't like interview podcasts except for hers, because normally they have a purpose. Like, normally she's interviewing somebody because something big happened. So I'm into that. Into that. What's next?
Oscar noms.
Oh. Perfect. Goes with us watching The Substance tonight.
Maybe. It's like 10 p.m.
It's not 10 p.m.
Oscar nominations just came out. And big overarching information. Amelia Perez, which has Zoe Saldana and Selena Gomez in it, is tied for the most nominated.
There's one less than the most noms.
So one less nomination than the most nominated movie of all time.
Yeah, and a couple different movies are the most nominated of all time. I think it's 14 and Amelia Perez has 13. But literally it's like the Titanic and La La Land. Like they all have 14. Amelia Perez has 13. Yeah. And let me tell you, I have never heard a single good thing about this movie. I've only heard people watching it and ragging on it because it's a It's a Hispanic musical about a cartel leader who's going through a sex change. It's done by a French man. I'm not watching it. No. I can't.
I've seen like clips and stuff on TikTok, and it's really weird. Like, not like substance weird, like...
Yeah, not like good weird.
It looks like a bunch of middle schoolers wrote the script and the songs.
I just, like, can't believe it's up for 13 nominations. That's, like, terrifying to me.
It's really crazy. When, like, Wicked and The Brutalist only got 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start running through some of these.
Okay.
Best Actor in a Lead Role, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo, Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes, I don't think I'm saying that right, Conclave, Sebastian Stan, The Apprentice. Also, like, what I noticed is that it's really The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Emilia Perez, The Substance, and Conclave heavy, sprinkled in with The Apprentice, Wicked, Anora, some other random ones. I'm Still Here. Okay, lead actor in a supporting role is Yura Borisov, Anora, Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain, Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce, The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong, The Apprentice. Actress in a lead role. Well, actually, do we want to say who we think's going to win each?
Sure.
No, maybe we can see how accurate we are. Okay, we'll go back. Actor in a leading role. Who do you think?
Adrian Brody.
Okay. I actually think so too. That's getting a lot of flowers, that one. Actor in a supporting role. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to watch any of these movies. I'm not going to watch Anora. It's about like a Russian sex worker, so that's so out for me. I'd never heard of A Real Pain. I'm really not into biopics, so I'm probably not going to watch A Complete Unknown. At least before the Oscars.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch The Brutalist, but I don't know. I literally have no idea.
I think...
I'm going to say Jeremy Strong, what the hell?
I'm going to say Kieran Culkin.
Okay. Okay, actress in a leading role. Cynthia Erivo, Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon, Emilia Perez, Mikey Madison, Honora, Demi Moore, The Substance, Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here. I'm going Demi Moore.
I think Carla is going to get it.
Wow. Actress in supporting is Monica Barbaro,
I think.
Okay, both things I said were wrong. A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande, Wicked, Felicity Jones, The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini, Conclave, Zoe Saldana, Emilia Perez. I'm gonna say Ariana. I think that Zoe might, but I want Ariana to, and I'm gonna take a chance on my girl.
Yeah, I think Ariana.
Okay.
Although I really love Monica.
I do like Monica. I also like Zoe Saldana, but I'm gonna skip some of these. Oh, director, Anora, Sean Baker, The Brutalist, Brady Corbet, I don't know. A Complete Unknown, James Mangold, Emilia Perez, Jacques Audiard, and The Substance, Coralie Fargit, I don't know. Gosh, I just want Emilia Perez to win nothing. I'm in between The Brutalist and The Substance. I'm gonna say The Substance.
I'm gonna say A Complete Unknown.
Wow.
Just for some fun.
So
Mix
true.
it up a little.
So true, actually. Can I just get something that I wanted to do? No.
What
No.
documentaries are?
I'll read the documentaries, but I'm not picking. Death by Numbers, I Am Ready, Warden, Incident, Instruments of a Beating Heart, The Only Girl in the Orchestra. Oh wait, that's short film. Sorry. Feature film, Black Box Diaries, No Other Land, Porcelain War, soundtrack to Coup
Coup d'etat.
d'etat, and Sugar Cane. I only ever heard of Sugar Cane. I haven't heard of the other
I
ones.
haven't heard of any of them.
Okay, Best Picture. This is the big one. Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, Wicked.
It is crazy that all of those except for Dune came
Part 2
out
in the past 4 months.
even less than that.
Yeah. Since November.
Yeah,
Wicked
Thanksgiving.
is the earliest, yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Probably I'm going to say The Brutalist.
Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to say Nickel Boys, but I don't know.
I don't even know what that is.
I've seen some of the trailer, or not, I guess trailer, but as a commercial kind of thing. I don't know enough about it to know if it was actually really good. I don't know what the response has been.
Well, it doesn't matter what the response is, because the response to Emilia Perez was horrible, and they got nominated for 13 Oscars.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's either going to be The Brutalist or Nickel Boys.
Okay.
But I think it should be Wicked.
So true. All right, that's pretty much it.
Those are the big ones.
Yeah, those are the big ones. So yeah, I'm cheering on Wicked and The Brutalist, even though I know nothing about it, but I'm probably gonna watch it, and I hope to cheer on The Substance after we watch it. So that's that. Yep. Next up, bingo card 2025. Yes. I say we just run through it.
Okay.
You want to run through yours? I co-signed on 3 of Madison's.
I was like, what? Okay.
Because last year we had some that we both wanted.
Yes.
And if you have any of mine that you want to co-sign on while I'm reading them, you just let me know and I'll put that down for the graphic.
Okay.
Without further ado, take it away.
Okay. I think there's going to be a big celebrity breakup.
Big.
Earth-shattering.
Dumois
explodes.
I don't think them, but the level of Taylor and Travis.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe Kylie Timmy.
That's on mine, actually.
I don't know.
So it kind of coincides, but yours is anyone. And we're due for a big
Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas level.
It's honestly
shocking.
It's honestly so cool that happened literally the weekend of my wedding, basically. Anyway, moving on.
I think, similar note, I think Kylie's going to be pregnant. Whether that's Timmy or post-breakup with Timmy, who knows?
She's due for another baby also.
Yeah, she wants more, I think.
All these things are things that we deserve as a society. Anyway, well, maybe not one mine.
I don't deserve a Kylie pregnancy. That's not in my cards.
We've been waiting.
I think Harry Styles will release a new album and announce a tour.
I really want to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of dreading the day that his tickets go on sale.
Yeah.
Because so I bought Harry Styles tickets in 2019. And right as the album dropped, his tour was announced, I bought tickets. And then COVID pushed it back, obviously. I switched tickets for shows so that I had a pit ticket. And then it was pushed back to October 2021. So I waited nearly 3 years for this. 3? 2? 2, whatever.
2.
Math. And it was incredible. But all that whole time, he hadn't released any new music or anything. So it was pretty chill vibes. The people that knew about it were actually really big fans, and it didn't feel Eras tour level talked about. And then he went on the world tour side of it because he started out in the US with that. And when he started international dates is also when he dropped Harry's House. And so it just exploded, was a massive thing. And then he came back for residencies in the US. And so he did 5 nights in Chicago, 5 nights in Austin, Texas, 10 nights in New York, and 10 in LA, I think, or 15. And so it like was huge, like Eras Tour level. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
like it'll never be the same as in 2019.
And I'm just like, we weren't even close to getting Sabrina tickets. Like, we were not close to getting Sabrina tickets. Like, neither of us got a pre-sale code ever. So with that, I am scared. And neither of us never got close to getting tickets for the second leg of the Eras Tour because I wanted to go. And like, literally, neither Emily's got it. Like, nobody I knew, I mean, some people I know, but like none of my like close friends like got it.
Yeah.
So that was tough for me. Anyway.
Yeah. So new Harry album / tour. I think Chaperone is about to get canceled, like actually canceled, like Lizzo.
I kind of want this to happen, but I don't think it will. So.
Yeah.
But I did co-sign on that.
Yeah, she did.
I also co-signed on the Harry one.
Yeah. I think there's going to be at least 5 new biopics this year, which I already know a couple have been announced.
It's tough for me.
So I went with 5, because I don't know of 5 that are being released this year. I thought that was right. I guess we kind of already know about this one a little bit. Alex Cooper's Unwell Drink flops.
Did it flop?
I mean, I don't know.
You know what bothered me and why I didn't buy it at the store? I saw it and I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy it. And then it said it had caffeine in it, and then I literally searched the whole bottle for like longer than I care to admit, and I couldn't find the caffeine content, and I was like, well, I'm not buying it.
She said it's like the same as like a tea.
Well, I don't know how much that is.
So less than coffee.
So I would like that on the bottle.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
So that was flopping, so I'll never get that.
And then I think Alison Kush is going to get pregnant again. Her baby just turned 1.
Mm-hmm. She's
and I think they're going to have another baby.
I forgot, I'll get to that. Never mind, keep going.
And then I think Taylor is going to cross over again into the movie world. Mm-hmm. Either acting, writing, directing, some
I think
form.
directing.
Yeah, I think directing potentially, but
maybe directing and starring, but maybe actually she's now watching Justin Baldoni Open to Flames.
Yeah.
Which also, there was a court date announced for that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's true.
Gonna be pregnant when they like have, not really. Like,
I mean, it's in a full year. And
it's in 15 months, which we talked about that. It was probably, we talked about it. I don't know if it made it to the podcast, but anyway.
Okay. You want to say
I
yours?
could sign on that one. Something I was gonna say is, with the Alison Cooch pregnant thing, I was like trying to like put that into words. Like, I thought at first what I was typing out was multiple celebrities or influencers have second baby. Because I feel like a lot of people either at the very beginning of 2024 or like towards the end of 2025, or towards the end of 2023 had their first baby. Like a bunch of like Florida influencers I follow and like and like Alison Cooch. And so I was like, okay, maybe a bunch, but then I didn't write it down because it really didn't make sense. Disclaimer. Okay, my bingo card. I think Timothy and Kylie are breaking up. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm probably the outlier in this. I kind of like them together, and I think it'd be like kind of fun if they stayed together. But I think that they're breaking up. Mm-hmm. I think Miley Cyrus will get engaged. I'm pretty sure she has a boyfriend. Secret, not secret, but private. Mm-hmm. I think that I will watch 0 biopics. I think I don't like them.
Yeah.
And Jackson and I got into an argument. It feels funny to say, but I just told him that I didn't really want to watch A Complete Unknown, and he said I was being close-minded, and I was like, well, it doesn't interest me, so I'm not wasting my time. I think Kim Kardashian it will be announced that she has a serious relationship. Okay, I put this down before, I guess, he announced that he's putting out new music, but people announce stuff all the time and they don't actually do it. I do think we will get Justin Bieber new music. On top of that, I do not think Justin and Hailey are breaking up. I think Justin and Hailey are dying together. Like, I don't think they're ever getting divorced. So every year my bingo card will be they're not breaking up. I think that this is the year Taylor's gonna get engaged. Or, okay, actually I'm gonna amend this. I think that they will either get engaged, get pregnant, or like just straight up get married. Like, I could just see that. I mean, well, I feel like she's a romantic, so I feel like she wouldn't want to skip out on the engagement part. But I just think they're going to take a big they're going to take a firm next step in their relationship, and we as the public are going to know. Okay. Next, I'm adding this right now. I think we're getting Rep TV. I think this is the year.
Oh, yes.
I think this is the year of Rep TV.
Well,
most of these are just like extremely educated guesses. I mean, the Justin Bieber new music thing, I've been thinking that for a while. Anyway.
Right. Well, I think because hasn't she done like...
Yes, I saw this. It was like
album
she did.
To record.
It was like
album.
a year like timeline, and it was like, okay, in 2020 she did 2 re-records, and then in 2021 she released an album, and then in 2022 she did 2 re-records, and then 2023 she or something like, I don't remember what years was which. And so last year in 2024 she released an album. So then this year she would be due for 2 more re-records. So again, educated guess
by EOY.
Yes, but I'm just saying Rep.
I think both.
I think the Chiefs are going to 3-peat. I have thought this since the beginning of the football season. Well, I have thought this since the Saints took an extreme downward spiral like they do every season. I think they're going to 3-peat. And honestly, I think it's cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you don't care about that. Not you. I'm saying like men. I don't care. Okay. Also, did you want to co-sign on any of these, or you're not into them?
No.
Before I get into my last one,
I think I agree on all of them.
Oh, all of them. I watch 0 biopics.
You'll probably end up watching one. I'll convince you somehow. Maybe the movie that Taylor's in is her biopic.
Well, then I'd have to watch it, but she's not doing that. That's gonna be like Evelyn Hugo style.
That's gonna be so good. Okay. Yeah, I think all of those are pretty likely.
Wow. Okay, just pick like 3 to like actually co-sign one.
The Rep TV for sure.
Okay.
Justin New Music and Miley Engaged.
Okay. Yeah. And I guess you're saying I'm gonna watch one biopic. Okay, my last thing is I'm not gonna go into too much detail.
Oh, I have more
that
I didn't put on it. Is I think One Direction will perform.
Oh yes. One Direction performance.
4 for 4.
I don't think that they will. I'm directly in contrast to that. Well, at first I didn't think I had an opinion, but now I'm like, I really don't think that they will. I don't think that they're ever going to do anything together again. But you know them better than I do.
Yeah.
Okay, my last thing I want to say is what I have on here is big celebrity death. And I am not willing to reveal this person because I don't want to like say this. I've only said it to Madison and I said it to Jackson. I don't want to say this like publicly and like on the internet.
Yeah.
And then like it be my fault that they died because I know that's not how God works.
Don't want to like put
but
it out
I don't
there.
want to put that energy out there. Like what if they see it somehow and then whatever. I just don't want to get into it. I do think there will be a big celebrity death and Madison knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
so if it happens, we'll come back and
we'll come back and when we report on it, we'll be like, respectfully, this is the person I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But honestly,
they're kind of like
bonus bingo for me because if we do have a big celebrity death, then we get to cross it off. Even if it's not them. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not that we're just like you randomly picked a celebrity.
No.
It's a person that's kind of
if you looked at the news from the past
going off the
week, 2 weeks, past 10 days, and you really saw what happened in the public light with this person the past 10 days, you'd be like, yeah, they probably don't have much time left. Like, it's not a crazy guess.
Yeah. Yeah. They seem
like
trouble.
when I'm just gonna say this, when I was telling Jackson about it, that he was like, well, were they drunk? And I was like, they had to be more than drunk. Anyway, that's all I'm ending. But that's our bingo card. Graphic coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Lastly, Dumois Corner.
I was like, what?
Okay, here's how I want to set this up. I think every week we can either collab on it or like, well, let's have one person take the reins on what we want to send in every week. I clearly took the reins this week.
Yeah.
And, like, it can be a collab. Like, if you don't want to do this, we can, like, talk about it. This is just, like, the first thing that came to my head. Because we have to start out kind of, like... And also every week, the first week it can be me, and the second week it can be you. Mm-hmm. But also every week, we need to recruit someone to send it in. Because we can't just keep sending them all this stuff. Like, they're going to be like, okay, clearly it's not true.
Right.
Like, and so, like, in 3 weeks or 2 weeks, I'll probably, like, make Jackson do it. And then, like, we'll just go back and forth. Mm-hmm. This week, I'll send it. I want to send in that I saw Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas scream fighting at each other in the street.
No, you should say in the Atlanta airport.
Why would they be at the Atlanta airport?
Because it's the busiest airport in the world.
I guess they could have a layover, but why would they be at a layover together?
Because they were rekindling. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. I'll say it. I'll say it.
Like,
okay.
Because... I mean, probably Dumois is going to, like, at least look at your account to see if you're, like, an actual person and not just, like, a rando bot.
You have so much confidence in them.
I do. Because I think it's a team of people.
They wrote a book. Did you know that?
I did know that. But it's not, like, it sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if they have anybody going through and, like, checking that these accounts that are sending stuff in are somewhat reliable, then I think it would, like, make more sense to be like, okay, this person has posted in Georgia. I think they're from Georgia. So it makes sense that they were in the airport.
What's Sophie's boyfriend's name I'm adding to the story? It's his name, Perry.
Yeah. I think. What are you adding?
Hold on, I'll show you. You can tell me if you think that's too much, but I don't think it is.
Because I feel like it's always, like, pretty, like, basic.
Okay, well then maybe I'll delete this part. But it says, saw Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner screaming at each other in the Atlanta airport. I think about how serious Sophie and Perry are getting and how much the kids are around him. Should I delete the last part?
Maybe just, like... something about new relationship and kids.
How much the kids are around each other's new relationships. I'll take out the... Hold on. Okay. So I said, I think about how much the kids are around each other's new relationships. Mm-hmm. Okay. Send. Like... so funny. Like, I literally didn't do that. Like, I didn't see them. And, like, you know what? I bet there are, like, I bet there are at least 10 people every day that send in something fake to Dumois.
For sure.
And at least 1 out of those 10 times, it gets posted. So that means at least one fake thing a day is getting posted. Like, I don't believe anything that happens.
Oh. Should we, like, over under how many DMs it takes for them to post something, we say?
Yeah. Also, I thought about it too, like, let's say you got your brother to do it, he could say something about Charleston.
Yeah.
If we got, like,
yeah,
like Emily Norris to do it, she could say something about Charlotte.
Yeah.
So, like, it'll be a little different. The over-under, let's say over-under 20. That's not a good one. Over-under 12.
Let's jump.
I think over 12.
I think you said over. I'll go under.
Okay. Gosh, I love this. This is awesome.
What if, like, immediately?
if they posted it immediately, I would, oh my god, I would literally reply and be like, gotcha, it was fake. I'm going to comment on the post. And I'm going to say, listen to almost every Monday, this is fake, I sent it in.
Okay, well, we're not trying to get a cease and desist. So...
Whatever. Anyway. Okay. Oh, Disney star Sky Jackson gives birth to first child with boyfriend. Congratulations, Sky. Alright, well... Oh, new Lady Gaga album. March 7th. Okay, I'm done reporting on breaking news. Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll see you next Monday. Maybe.
Gorgeous.